that. See, you got your little Insta fame. Didn't get your number, but I got your Insta name. So many likes on Insta, I'm gonna need.
This video is obviously what it says in the title. It's just basically about me dropping out of university, or if you like to call it college, then college. I've been thinking about it for about a week. I know it's not long to think about it, but I know when I want something. I'm the type of person, I know when I want it, I know when I don't want it, and I don't need to think about it for more than a day, really. But yeah, so I thought about it for about a week, maybe two, about two weeks actually. Yeah, about 2 weeks. So today I decided to actually, well, I emailed my tutor, my personal tutor I emailed him on Thursday, so I emailed him yesterday. Today's Friday. My email was acting up, so I just went in this morning at 8:30 hoping that he'd be there before he started teaching at 9. And he was there, so we were just speaking. He was like, yeah, come and speak to me, so he was like, what's going on, why do you want to leave? What I briefly said in the email was, I feel like I'm going to just leave, and I just want any advice that you're going to give to me on the steps to take in order to just like leave uni, quit altogether. Don't want to change my course, just want to go home, don't want to be here. I just spoke to him and I was just like, I don't feel like it's for me. You know, not everybody, you know, imagine, okay, out of all the people in the world, you think every single one of those people are made for uni? Every single one of those people are supposed to go to uni? Not at all. And I feel like I'm one of those people that are not supposed to be there. It's not for everyone. And I'm not saying that as in the workload's too hard or etc, because it's not that. It's just that some things are not made for people. Do you know what I mean? Certain things are not made for everyone. Nothing's made for everyone, in fact. You know what I mean? Not everybody does the same things or is supposed to do the same things. I was just like to him, I don't feel like it's what I want to do as a career, and yeah, I just want to go. That's it. There's no more explaining that I need to do. If I feel like it's right for me, then it's right for me, and I'm trying to live with no regrets. So I don't feel like I'm ever going to regret quitting uni. And if I do regret it, then I regret it. It happens. That's it. And he was just like, fair enough. He was like, how long have you been feeling like this? And you should have came and spoken to me earlier. We could have done this earlier if you just weren't enjoying it. He was like, I support your decision. He told me about another girl, and he was like, she was quite like you, you know, she applied herself, she was good at the course, but she just wasn't feeling it, and she said it wasn't the right time for her, and she came back after a year. And that was that. And I had to speak to my course leader because that was my personal tutor, and my course leader kind of like walked in the office I was in, and my personal tutor was like, okay, this is Sahar, and she's looking to opt out. And the first thing that the course leader said was, why? And his tone of voice was kind of like annoying. Like the way he said it was like, you're being dumb, why do you want to go? And it's just like, why? Because it's not, I don't feel like it's for me, it's not for me. Then he asked why again. I don't need to have an explanation. If it's not for me, it's not for me. Just to support my choice, or if you have your opinion, you have your opinion, but just don't kind of talk down to me because this is the choice that I want to make. And then he was just asking, why did you start in the first place? And his whole tone was really just getting on my nerves. Like I was just like rolling my eyes. He probably caught it, but I was just like rolling my eyes, and he was just like, why did you come in the first place? And I was just like, you know, you have different feelings at different times. At the time before I started, I felt like it was the thing I wanted to do. I specialised in fashion in my second year of college, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. I was good at it, and I liked it. And I know that I'm into footwear. I'm really into footwear. I buy a lot of trainers, and I just feel like if I was so interested in fashion and I liked fashion, and I'm even more interested in footwear than I am clothes, why would I not enjoy footwear design? That's why I applied. And then he was just like, he thinks it's like not the best decision to make after such a soon amount of time. Soon amount of time? Is that even make sense? After such a short amount of time, and I was just like, it's not about the time frame. Because if I know I don't want to do something, as I've already said in this video, I will not do it. That is it. I'm gonna do what's right for me. I'm gonna make myself happy. I've said it a million times. I've said it on Twitter. I've said it on Snapchat to do with this whole leaving uni thing. If I am unhappy in a situation that I can change and make myself happy, then why am I going to stay in the situation unhappy? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I am not that type of person when it comes to anything, not just education, you know, relationships as well. If I'm not happy, why am I staying in it when I can change that? Why am I going to force myself to stay? You have one life, you live one life, and I'm not going to live my life doing something that I don't want to do, wasting 3 years doing something that I don't want to do. It just doesn't make sense. Friends or any family problems or financial problems, it's nothing to do with any of that. It's literally just that it's not for me. That's it. When you go into a shop, right, and you try on something and you don't like it on you, are you gonna buy it just because everyone else has it on, just because everyone else thinks you should? No, it's not. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Maybe that was a weak example because we're talking about shopping and uni, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. It doesn't matter what it is. It's not for you. It's not for you. And I just wanted to clear up that it's definitely not about anything else like friends or anything like that, because I don't know if you've got this from my videos, if you've watched my about me tag, sorry, I literally said that I don't feel like I have a best friend, and I am not a person that's worried about friends. Friends isn't an issue for me. Living away from home isn't an issue for me. I'm very independent. I hate kind of using and saying that word because a lot of girls just throw it out there just to sound good, but my mum will vouch for me and my family members will vouch for me that I'm very independent. It's got nothing to do with feeling away about being away from home and my family. I mean, I do miss them, obviously. I definitely had to make this video. So many people were messaging me. I understand that I've put it out there that I've quit, but literally everyone, why, don't drop out, don't. You can't tell me what to do with my life. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you feel like you've got faith in me, you feel like I shouldn't because my talent's going to waste, but nobody can tell me or persuade me when it comes to doing what I want to do with my life. So yeah, I just don't want anyone else to ask why. I don't feel like I'm going to regret the decision. I didn't want to change course because I don't even know what I fully want to do. I'm good at art. It's funny because the only GCSE that I failed was art. Not because I'm not good at art, because my coursework wasn't finished. I got a D and I was 1 mark off a C. The only exam that I failed. And like with my grade, I got quite decent grades. Like, I weren't stupid, I got decent grades. I could have gone on to do English or do geography or do physics, but I decided to do art and design because that's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed art and I was into fashion and interior, and that's why I chose to do art and design, and I enjoyed the college course. But I just feel like just because you like something, just because you like to do something, doesn't mean you want to fulfill that as a career and do that for the rest of your life. Not at all. There are so many things that like you should just keep as a hobby, and I felt like I should keep it as a hobby. Even though I enjoyed college, when it came to like drawing and doing my work, I weren't drawing in my spare time anymore. College kind of drained the life out of like my love for art because I had to do it so much. So it was just like, just because you enjoy something, it doesn't mean that that's for you as a career. I think if you have a hobby and you have like something you want to do as a career and you're thinking, hold on, should I do my hobby as a career? I really personally don't think you should do that. I think you should keep your hobby as a hobby, and that way the love that you have for that hobby will never die out because you're not being forced to do it. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do at this moment, which is why I didn't want to switch course at all or anything like that. I literally just want to go back home, take a year out, not to say I'm even going to come back to uni, but literally just work for a year and think about what I want to do, because there's a lot of things, when I actually sit down and think about it, there are a lot of things that I wouldn't mind doing. There are so many things I wouldn't mind doing, and when I like think about it, I'm a documentary fiend. Like, I love watching documentaries about people like murderers and all sorts of weird things, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I studied psychology. I would have been so into it. I love writing essays, I love doing presentations. I like writing, I like to do it. I enjoyed English at school, to be fair. I actually really enjoyed English. So there's just a lot of things that I wouldn't mind doing, and so it's just like I'm not sure exactly what. I mean, I wouldn't mind working with children either. So I need to figure out exactly what I want to do. And if it turns out to be working with children or whatever it is, I think I'd rather work my way up by doing voluntary work and actually working with kids than having to go back to uni, because I just feel like uni is not for me, as I've said a million times in this video. I'm a money gal. Like, I was enjoying working 2 jobs during summer, 6 days a week, more than I've enjoyed studying this course, and that's a problem, because if it was what I wanted to do and if it was what I was passionate about, I wouldn't have enjoyed working 6 days a week more than I, enjoy doing this course. So it's definitely not for me, and that's why I'm so excited to go back to work, because I like working, I enjoy working. Maybe some people just were made for a 9 to 5 and weren't made for uni, we need those 9 to 5 people in the world. The world wouldn't work if we didn't have these 9 to 5 people. So I don't get when people like look down, like, all those quotes on Instagram about I don't want to be another 9 to 5 person, I want to live my life, I want to travel the world, I want to do this, I want to do that. That lifestyle is not for everyone. If it was and everyone was living that lifestyle, the world would be completely different. The world would not be working the way it's working at all. Just think if nobody was working a 9 to 5 and everyone was doing luxury lifestyle, going uni and this, that. It's not for everyone. I enjoy working, like I enjoy making money, and maybe that's for me. Maybe I'm just the person that's gonna just be the 9 to 5 person that has the regular job and just likes to make money. Maybe I'm just gonna be that person, and what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. But in society's eyes, in Instagram's eyes, it's boring, because we don't like 9 to 5 people. We want people with, having a 9 to 5 doesn't mean you have no ambition or have no imagination, or, it's just like, it needs to be done. Certain things need to be done. Some people just enjoy a 9 to 5. I literally enjoyed that 9 to 5 that I worked all summer. I enjoyed that job. I liked it. I liked the people there. I liked the job. I was getting paid. And I'd rather do that than go uni for 3 years, so why would I not go back to working? Trust me, maybe I'm just a money guy, innit? I'm just money orientated, like I love money. But literally, I feel like there's so many people that enjoy their 9 to 5 jobs, so I don't understand when people talk down on it, like 9 to 5 jobs are boring, and I want to do this with my life, and I want to do that with my life. And 9 times out of 10, these people are doing nothing to make that lifestyle work, to put towards that lifestyle that they want to live, that big lifestyle they want to live. Everyone's doing the same stuff. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to be like one of those famous people that drop out of uni or don't have any grades and magically like make it to the top. There are some of those odd cases. I'm not going to say I'm going to be one of those people, because I might not be one of those people, and that's fine by me. Because I feel like everything happens for a reason. I live by that. Everything definitely happens for a reason. And so if it turns out that I'm in this job for 3 years, or I'm stuck in a position with no job, or I never go back to uni, everything happens for a reason, and it just weren't supposed to happen for me. And I believe in that quote to the fullest. Because, some people are saying if you take a year out, you're not going to come back. Well, if that's what happens, and that's what was supposed to happen, it's kind of mad, because When I was in year 11, my last year of school, I kept on saying to all my friends, I kept on saying in the class when we was applying to college, I'm not going to uni. I'm not going to uni. I don't want to go to uni. Why should I go to uni? Because everyone else is going to uni. I'm not going to uni. And I was so adamant that I did not want to go uni after college. But when I was in college and I was like enjoying my course and applying to UCAS, applying to uni was like part of our lessons every week, it was just like, okay, I might as well go for it. I've got the grades, I might enjoy it. And it was just like, if I don't go uni, what am I going to do after college? And I didn't really want to think about that, so I guess I just, applied for uni like everyone else did. So it's nearly like since I was 16, I already knew that I wasn't made for uni. I already knew. It's just that I changed my mind in between, thinking that maybe I've changed, my decision. Maybe I do want to go. But clearly, I knew what I wanted at 16. I think it was 2 or 3 people have said like, I really support your decision and I fully rate that you're doing what you want to do and you're not forcing yourself to stay. And it's good that you're doing it now and you're not going to wait till the year's over and just be totally drained and unhappy by staying. And I feel like there are so many people in my position where they want to quit uni but they feel like they shouldn't, and they feel like they have to stay because of other people or because they're going to get this at the end of it and they need to get that job to make this amount of money. And I'm not that person. As I said, one life. I don't know when I'm going to pass away. God forbid it's anytime soon, touch wood. But I'll never ever stay in something because of someone else. Like, a lot of my flatmates were just like, don't go, we don't want you to go. And I don't know who it was, and if it was one of my flatmates or someone else that was just like, everybody's graduated now, everybody has gone to uni, so it's going to be hard to compete in the world. And that's fine by me. Just because everyone else has gone to uni and everyone else has got a degree doesn't mean that it's for me and that I should have a degree too. I could literally put this video in 3 minutes. I could lay 5 sentences down and that's all because I'm repeating myself. But I just feel like I wanted to fully explain why I've left and what my plans are now, which I've told you. I'm not going to regret my decision. I'm happy with this decision I made. I can't wait to go back to Birmingham. What else did I want to say? I just think people should either be happy for me or just keep it quiet. Like, don't judge me, don't talk down to me. Well, people are going to do what they want to do, but it's just like, don't look at me like, oh, you're being dumb, it's just the start of the year, why are you going to do that? I don't want people to look at me like that, because I've thought about it and I know what I'm doing. I'm not doing it irrationally. Like, I'm not just making the decision and being dumb about it. And it's about making yourself happy. Like, it's not about making others happy, man. I'm a selfish person. I like to make myself happy. Big shout out to my flatmates. Like, I've literally bonded with most of them. And they were really like, you can't go, like, you can't quit. Why would you do that? Shout out to them. Like, not a lot of people move out. Well, some people move out and don't really bond with their flatmate. I've enjoyed my time here. I mean, as I said, I weren't really enjoying the course, but living in Leicester was fun. I mean, I like Leicester more than Birmingham. Even though I'm only based in the city centre, I've only been around the city centre. The city centre is just like fresh compared to Brum. I enjoyed living in this flat. Like, I've met great people, like literally the sickest of people. It's just sick that we bonded the way we did. Like, because we would just sit for hours just talking about anything and the conversation would just flow. Like, it was just a good vibe. It was nice to be in a flat with a bunch of people that you can get along with, you know. But I'm ready to go now. That's my next move. That is why I've decided to drop out. Best decision for me right now. People are just like, stay till Christmas, what if you regret it? I feel like I know what I want. In fact, I don't feel like I know what I want. I know that I know what I want. I just wanted to get it out there so nobody else had to ask why or tell me not to leave, because I've done it now and nobody's gonna tell me not. what not to do, what to do. Everybody should be in control of their own life. That's how I feel. So the whole money thing with owing money, I don't even know how it works. I don't know if I'm gonna owe money or I'm not gonna owe money, but that is the least of my worries. I'm not worried about the money. I'm not worried about what I'm gonna do next. I'm not worrying about anything. The only thing I'm worrying about is moving all this stuff back to Birmingham. That's long. That's the longest part. And I also feel like in anything that I do, right, if I'm hesitant, then it's not for me. Because if I was sure that I wanted to do it, and if I really wanted to do it, I wouldn't have second thoughts. And I'm that type of person. If I have second thoughts about it, I don't want to do it. I'm not encouraging anyone to drop out of uni. I'm not, like, I just know the person that I am, and I know what's right for me. I know me better than anyone else knows me. How about that? Because, you know, I am me. So if you have any other questions about me dropping out of uni that you feel like I have not answered and you want to know more, then drop it in my Ask FM and I'll be sure to make a second video on this topic, because I'm probably gonna vlog video the journey of me dropping out, because obviously I still have yet to move back to Birmingham and sort out a few more things. Oh, in regards to accommodation, they know that I'm dropping out. I'm gonna try get someone to take over my tenancy from January. A lot of people look for places in January because some courses start in January or whatever. It's mad because I haven't even really told any family members. Like, I've kind of put it on Snapchat, put it on Twitter, and if they've seen it, they've seen it. The only person that I spoke to was my mom, and that wasn't even the first thing. Like, I think I spoke to my friend first, spoke to my friend Saffron first, and then I spoke to my mom after. That's another thing. If you're thinking about what was your parents' response, my mom was kind of like, have you really thought about it? Wait a little longer. Are you sure that's what you want to do? We've got to think about the money that we're paying out. See, that's her worry. That's the least of my worry. Like, if I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. I don't care about no money that I'm going to owe. But yeah, she was just like, we've got to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. And I literally just sent her a voice note on WhatsApp and basically told her everything that I've told you guys about not feeling it. Don't want to do it. Not for me. Not going to stay here if I don't want to stay here. She was just completely like, I understand now that you've explained it, and if you don't want to do it, don't do it. My mother isn't, she's not a strict mom. I don't know, she might be disappointed, I don't know. She hasn't really shown it. She might be. I'm tearing up. Why am I tearing up? I'm not going to cry though. I can't cry on YouTube. She weren't like, no, don't do that, so that's stupid. She weren't like that. She was literally just like, you know, whatever's best for you. And she's always been whatever's best for you, you know. She's never tried to sway my decision when it comes to education. Oh, you should study this, you should do this. I feel like, you know, a lot of people my age are forced to do certain subjects, are forced hitting my lip when I'm talking, that's how big my lips are forced to study certain things because their parents think that it's right for them and that's what makes the most money, and that, you know, all that culture stuff. You know, being proud, being proud of your family because they have this job and that job. Yeah, the only thing that, on top of, you know, worrying about moving, I kind of feel like, do I feel like I've let her down? Just a little bit, because there's 3 children. My mum has 3 children, including me. So there's me, my oldest sister, and my older brother. And I'm the first one to go to uni, and obviously the youngest. And so I feel like she might have been like really excited, like, oh my gosh, you know, my first child to go to uni, my youngest child, she's going to uni. And now I've dropped out, and it might just be like, she might just be like, ugh, man, I wish she like sticked at it. But it's not about anyone else. Like, it's not, I'm not here to make my mum proud or any of that, you know. I feel like I'll make her proud regardless. So, and for any other family members, I'm not really bothered. Like, I know a lot of people will be bothered. They'd be thinking, what are my family members gonna think? But I'm really not bothered. I mean, I love my family and they love me just as much. And I don't feel like they're gonna judge me for it or anything like that. That's the end of that video. So that is the why I have dropped out of college. I'm a college dropout. Word to Kanye. See you in the next vlog, the next video, whatever it may be. Like, comment, subscribe. As I said, if you have any questions that you feel like I didn't answer in this video, in regards to me literally just leaving uni, then drop it in my Ask FM, which is on the last slide, and I shall put in the description box. I haven't been putting my stuff in the description box, but I will now. I'll put all my social media in the description box. If you don't want to drop it in my Ask FM, you actually want to ask me, you have me on Instagram, you have me on Twitter, or whatever it may be, and you just want to ask me a few questions that isn't, you know, something that I have already answered in this video, feel free. So yeah, bye.
Tripping over your Insta page, all of this flexing, girl, and I don't know who's to blame. I don't care who you entertain, I just wanna be entertained. You look like my ex-girl, I just hope it don't end the same. I wanna take you around the city, but it's boring.